It's a bit soggy out there, boys. You might want to go in there. What a soggy morning. Soggy morning. I feel like my beard's like up my face again. I nearly choked this morning on my hair. Don't know where that came from. It's like don't fucking stick your fingers down my throat trying to get it out. I don't even imagine what a cat feels with a hairball. Right, let's get some gear on. Gonna do a few little bits for Susan. She wants some wires running through the side of the hut for the solar panel she's got. At the minute she had to improvise, and the wires are just going out the window. So when it rains like this, and imagine it is Scotland, you know, she's getting a big draft of air coming through that window that's cracked open. So let's get some tools out, and hopefully we can sort that out. I mean, I'm just a case of just drilling a hole through the wall. I think I've got some conduit I can put through, and then silicone round the conduit into the hole so it seals round that, and then the wires can go through and then we can seal inside that. So to do a nice proper tidy job, anyway, put it that way, something that's going to last. So yeah, let's get some gear on and then get cracking. I think, you know, otherwise I'm going to feel lazy for not doing anything because it's all rainy and horrible. But I'm going to get outside and try and do something with my life. I'm just drilling holes in pretty cabins now, ain't we, Az?
Yeah. No, we're chippies.
Trying to get the solar wires out through the wall. We see daylight through the hole now though, look. I say a huge thank you to everybody who gave me support on my last video and the video before that. I think them two have just gone boom, and I'm like, wow, you know, I was really impressed with what I managed to put together with that first video of Scotland. You know, I didn't technically film much, but I managed to sort of wing something together that was actually really good to watch. I was really proud of myself. So yeah, thank you for everybody who supported me, and I thank you for everybody who's commented and, you know, subscribed. You know, I've just hit 1,700 subscribers. I was mind blown when I had 200. Do you know what I mean? It was like, what, 200 people? That's a lot of people. 1,700 people, that's a lot of people. You know, it's just climbing. I mean, that's madness. So yeah, I'm still at Frugaldom. I'm going to head off today. It is raining. It continuously rains all the time. It's rained since I got here. With only like a few hours of dry, you know. And you can't expect any different from Scotland. I think that's just how it is, right? And I've learned that from coming up here many times beforehand. But I've got to give a hats off to Susan. If you're watching this, you know, the extent that you go to every day to get up and come here, look after the animals, you know, they're spoiled. You know, they are animals that are living their best life. You know, these are all animals that are on this land that have come from places where they've been mistreated. You know, they haven't been looked after very well, and you know, she's built that trust up with them, and it's amazing to watch her, you know, move them around, and you know, they listen to her, and you know, she's got routine with them. It's just beautiful. You know, I'm even just sat here now looking at 2 horses in the field in front of me, and they're happy horses, even in the rain. You know, even in the rain. Not like it really matters to a horse, does it? But yeah, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to go from here today. I'm probably going to start heading north. I'm half tempted to go towards Glencoe or head towards the Cairngorms. I'm not entirely sure which one. I want to see a bit of snow, I think that's the plan. I want to see if I can find some snow, because this rain's depressing. I prefer it to be cold and snowy and slippy, which is always fun, as you know. I'm kind of prepared for it, you know. I'm prepared, like driving wise. Can always get a bit sketchy sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna probably chill out here this morning. Slowly pack up, because there's no rush, is there? There's no rush. And then leave here and start heading north. I mean, I think I need to get some fuel. I've been sat here for nearly 3 days now. Well, two and a bit days, right? And let me rephrase this. My battery got to like 40%. I got this lithium battery, as you know, as you're aware. But after I made that video, the last YouTube video, I was sat here for quite a few hours making that. I was, sat down and I had to be ignorant to people just to make this video. Right, and I'm grateful for doing it. But it was like it took a big chunk out of my battery, and then obviously with no sun in Scotland, you're fighting to get it better again. You get it up again, aren't you? So that's always the interesting part. So I did start my engine for, I think I let it take over for an hour. I don't know, shouldn't use my engine as a generator. I feel really bad for my engine for doing it. I know full well when I go to drive her off, she's going to be smoking a little bit, because there's a bit of seeping oil that's come from the turbo, and it's just sitting in the exhaust, and it'll burn it out. So obviously it's not meant to. No engine's designed to just sit there ticking over. It's designed to be going up in the revs, getting all around everywhere, and burning off what needs to burn off, and that sort of stuff. So you're going to struggle if you're not driving your car. But yeah, I'm going to head towards. I don't know. I'm really torn between the two. I'm really torn. I think I might do Glencoe. Then I might do Cairngorms. I might have to do Cairngorms again. I might have to do it. I know you haven't really seen it. You only seen snippets of it last time I was here, last year, because I only had like little bits of footage, dash cam footage that I used just for my personal record before I started doing YouTube, and then it was this time, sort of roughly last year, that I started YouTube. Wow, madness. But yeah, I'm going to chill out this morning and have a coffee, start tidying up, doing some bits and bobs, and we'll go from there. But yeah. And while I was here yesterday and it was raining all day and I didn't get to do much, I decided to do some bits and bobs. So, as I said before, my lights on the ceiling went to shit. They're only little temporary things, and I've fitted some new lights in the roof, just to give myself some better lighting, and have some lights that I can actually turn off by remote when I get into bed, because I always forget and have to get up and then unplug it, and then go, it's just a pain in the ass. So I got 6 of these. It's like a roof set they give you, roof lighting set. Obviously it's only temporary, right? So it's just stuck to the ceiling. So we've got this which runs down to the fuse board. So what I did yesterday, originally I had it was quite a thick wire running round, I can't remember what gauge it was, running round that way, underneath the step, and then to underneath this cupboard here to the switch panel, right, and which is all fused and stuff like that. But I wanted to be more safer because I'm doing more load on this side, right? So I've got, if I've got the TV on, if I'm charging, I've fitted a 3 amp charge port as well, which is handy. That's just charging my GoPro batteries right now. But I know it charges my phone a million times faster, and it charges stuff faster. You got to faff around and waiting there, like, you know what I mean? At least you can use the item that you're charging and it will still charge up. But yeah, I've just got these little lights in, and I know they're taped to the ceiling, and I know it's not pretty, and I know it's ugly with wires hanging around, but it's nice to have some light, because I can just be like on a little remote. I think it was like 17 quid or something. Not even that. I think it was like 14 quid for like 6 lights, and they are bright, man. Like whoa. You know what I mean? I don't need the light on the GoPro anymore. I can get a suntan off this. Ah. So yeah, it's another little thing that I did. Obviously now there's a fuse board. We'll leave that on. You know, you got a light there, look. But obviously we've got a fuse board now underneath here as well. We've got one in the front, we've got one over this side. So basically one each side of the van. And I like that because now everything's separate, you know. That voltmeter I've got on here is giving me a bit more of an accurate reading. You know, everything on here is got its sufficient power. You know, if I was to have the TV on, charging my phone, and then use the tap, you know, I've got no queries that it might blow the fuse, or it's gonna, you know, use too many amps for the wire that's carrying the power around. Do you know what I mean? So I used a proper chunky wire. Again, I can't remember what size it was. Basically like a normal split charge wire, basically running from there to the fuse board that's underneath here. Bit of a faff. I wasn't going to do it yesterday, but I thought, you know what, fuck it, I need to do something. And it took me ages, and I don't think I finished till about 11 o'clock, just doing all the rewiring, running around the side. I had to break the cupboard down underneath here to get to the back of the panel, and oh, it's alright faff. But excuse the mess. This is van life reality. There's just shit everywhere because because I'm slowly packing up. But yeah, it's just one bit at a time. But yeah, I'm gonna chill out now, and then I'll probably head off in a couple of hours and start heading north a little bit. You know, I might not do a full trip. I might stop off halfway. I don't even know where I'm going. Just completely winging it. So we'll just, when we're in the driver's seat, we'll click a destination and we'll head there, and we'll see how we get on.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
So, I travelled 4 hours north from Galloway. I am now in Glencoe. Now, I arrived here in the dark, as you've seen. That was a horrible drive. I've done that before, right? But not in the dark in torrential rain, right? Because everybody's coming at you on the wrong side of the road. because they're trying to dodge puddles, right? And then you get those, I'm going to say it, those twats who you leave their full beam on all the time. And it's like, what the fuck, mate? How do you expect me to see anything when I'm going down the road if you've got your full beam in my face? Like, can't tell people how dangerous that is. Like, if you see a car, look at like a glimpse of light ahead of you round a bend, turn your full beam off, right? Wait for them to pass and whack it back on, yeah? But don't leave it on until you're like next to them, then turn it off. Like, what the I just got really frustrated. Like, got to the point where someone blinded me going around a corner, and I was like, I can't see anything. You know, when you just sort of brace yourself and hold on and just go, I think the corner's this way, because I couldn't see shit. Like, there's no way of me stopping. Oh, I'm tired. And I only stopped for one way. It's funny when I park up, I've got to go and start collecting things that are gathered up around the van. They just fall out the van and go down into the corners. But I'm parked up at, just in a little lay-by park up. There's another motorhome parked over there. You got the old torch out and pointing it at me like, what's he doing? You know what I mean? What's he doing? What, the same thing you're doing, you donut, just because I ain't in a motorhome. Nothing against motorhomes. If you've got a motorhome, respect, you know, whatever tickles your fancy, you know? But, yeah. I'm going to make some dinner. I don't know what I'm going to make though. I'm confused. I'm confused? I'm confused. I'm not confused. I'm tired. I'll give you two guesses. I'll give you two guesses what I'm going to make. I'll give you a second. If you know my channel and you follow my channel. Chips and nuggets, you're right. Chips and nuggets. I think I'll get me on me, alright? Get the old on me, alright? Oh. Tired. I know I'll fix that. Hang on. So I learned that from a kid, right? Apparently, you know, like a typical thing when you pick up a can, you tap it on the top to stop the fuzz. Apparently, what you're meant to do is tap it on the side. And then it doesn't... I mean, that's been in the corner of my van here, on the floor, on the suspension bit. So you can imagine that's been shook around a bit. So it works. Try it next time. You'll see what I mean. These lights are well bright. Obviously I don't have them this bright. There you go. I think there's like 3 different settings. 100%, 50%, 25%, and then you can play around it and do it manually if you wanted to. So you can have it dimmed down. So I'm a bit of a, hang on. I'm a bit of a hermit. I like to be in the dark. This is why I'm used to my little fairy lights going outside, and I've still got that set going around the back. So I can always just flick them on, you know. If I want to set the mood for myself. Me. So somebody messaged me in a previous video, on the previous video, he said, do you not get lonely? Yeah, I think we all naturally as humans will get lonely, you know. I think it's fine, you've got to be able to be comfortable with yourself, you know. You've got to be comfortable in your own company. So I think otherwise this van life thing, if you're doing it solo, is no good for you. Do you know what I mean? One day, yeah, I'd love to share this with someone. I'd love to share this experience, and I'd love to, you know, go and explore more elsewhere and experience with someone. That'd be epic, you know. It'd be always nice to have someone to piss off. No, I'm joking. Or piss me off. You know what I mean? No, I'm joking. I'm just good with my own company. I think I'm just safe here. I'm safe in this, in my own bubble, you know. I think it's just easier. That answers your question anyway, whoever asked that. I think I might do a Q&A. I might do a Q&A video. So if you've got any questions, right, drop them down below in the comments, right, and then in the next video I'll answer them, yeah? So drop it down in the little comment section and I'll get back to you in the next, well, I'll read out your questions in the next video and I'll answer them, and I'll shout you out as well if you want to be shouted out. If you don't want to be shouted out, leave it as, put on it anonymous or something. I don't know. Send me a message in the comments, send me a message on Instagram, send me an email, whatever. Yeah, so let's get some food in our Omnia because I'm Hank Marvin. So I couldn't show you where I was parked up for the night because it was pitch black outside. I was just parked on a mountain road, you know, surrounded by mountains. Just spent my night eating my chips and nuggets, having a few beers and catching up with a bit of editing, trying to get this video done and dusted, which with so much footage was actually quite hard. So I hope you lot enjoy this, but I'll see you lot in the morning. Good morning, people. Oh, that was a weird sleep. Nice though, had a good sleep. You know, usually it's a bit like windy, rocky sort of sometimes. I quite like the winding, the windy weather. Obviously, when it's like that's different. But when it's, that's a great like way of explaining it, isn't it? I just realised. When the van's leaning right to one side with the wind and then let's go. That's the horrible wind. I don't mind like a little flow, and all it's doing is rain, and all it's doing now is raining. So great. Oh, I was gonna go for a little hike this morning. I will do, but I don't want to get everything all wet and horrible and soggy and horrible when I'm like here rather than when I get to Skye, you know. So today's plan: breakfast, coffee, boom, Skye. Right, well, I want to go to Skye. I found a location last night that I want to go to, which looks freaking epic. Right, it's a good way to start my little journey when I get to Skye. So I'm going to head to a petrol station that's just inside of Skye, and then we're going to venture down, and then yeah. But stick around, and then let's go and see what views we can see. Because actually, look, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's still a little bit dark outside, but it's getting lighter and lighter, and we ain't got much sunlight. Haven't got much daylight, so yeah, let's try and make the most of it, eh? So let's get this breakfast done, and then let's get moving. And yes, I've got Crave cereal. I like those little pillows of goodness. Do you know what I mean? Just easy breakfast. Better than nothing, people. Some people have nothing. Oh. There's a bunch of people outside. Literally, like, little car park hidden away, and there's like all of a sudden like a swarm of hikers have turned up. There's like, it's like an antfield out there. Right, as you've seen, we are literally like hilltop side, you know, mountain top. Turned up here late last night. There was one camper van, and now there's swarms of hikers. Which, fair play to you, because it looks cold up there. Just mind blowing looking up there, like, wow, like. You can't see the top of the mountain, it just sort of disappears into this foggy cloud. Stunning, man, stunning. But today is the day. We are going to Skye, right? And I've never been to Skye. I've always wanted to go to Skye. I know plenty of people have gone to Skye, right? So don't just ignore my excitement, right? If you've already seen it and you're like, you know what I mean? but I'm gonna be like, ooh. Do you know what I mean? So I'm currently now in Glencoe, and I'm now going to let her warm up a little bit. Right? Just let her have a little warm up. I just like my van. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then we're going to head down into Glencoe. No, head through Glencoe, down, right, up, left, Skye, right, Skye Bridge, bam, right, ain't getting this ferry like everyone else does, you cheats, right, drive there, you got a vehicle, use it. Jokes, before anybody has my pants down, calm down, right, but yeah, we're going to head to Skye. I'm still half asleep, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, let's get going. Good old Scotland. Oh, it's windy over here. It's windy on this island. As soon as I got on the island, turned right, I was like, whoa, van's fucking leaning left, right, fucking pulling me to the left and letting go. Oh, it's mad. I remember a hippie bus, Aidan and Biff, came over here last year before I met up with them. And they said the same thing. They had to get off the island because it was that windy. Bear in mind that was during that storm that we had last Christmas. So I imagine it's not as bad as it was before, but I can only imagine what it was like. But I just filled up at Co-op. 3-hour drive. I mean, I think it's about no, if I count what I filled up before. So before I got to Glencoe, I filled up probably from half a tank. And I probably used 50 quid from, yeah, not from Glencoe, but just about the last stop before Glencoe. I can't remember where that was. But either way, the old girl's not doing too bad. I mean, she's not too bad on the old long roads. It's just when you get on the old short roads and you're stopping and starting up and down, that's when it starts getting hungry. But she's doing well. She's doing well. But let's try and find a little place to park up. I've got one that's not too far from here, which I pinned last night. And I'm hoping that's accessible, because where it looks like it's on a grass verge and I don't want to get my van stuck in some mud. Although it would be quite funny. I've got all the materials to get myself out of it if I ever get stuck. So, and there's a warning for ice and snow. So this could get fun. But I just went to the garage, filled up, and got myself some Kit Kats, because you never know when you might need a break, eh? And we have landed at our spot for tonight. Now, I am technically next to like a little building bit. Well, I said building. There must be some sort of like, I don't know, council building there. They must do some sort of waterworks or something like that, because there's a few little bits hanging around on the floor. But I'll just try and show you in context of where I actually am. Ooh, fucking hell, he fucking died then. Excuse me language. Look. Now, Now, I could have found somewhere a bit prettier. I say prettier. A bit less this. Right? But it's obviously something to do with that building that's over there. But I needed somewhere I had signal, because I've got to finish off this video. And I need to download some music. I need to go siphon through some music. So it's going to be a busy afternoon of doing that. But I do want to start climbing some little peaks around here so I can get some sick views. I want to go stand at the top of a mountain and just go, whoa. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. But for now, that's Joe, over and out. And I'll catch you guys later on when I've sat down and got everything set up. So, yeah, I'm just chilling out now, just editing this video actually. So, just having a Guinness, you know, just siphoning through this video, trying to find music. You know, it's a lot of time and effort goes into these videos, right, to make them like this, and it's like, oh. But I really appreciate the feedback I'm getting. You know, it does show the effort that I'm putting in now is actually paying off, and I think that's awesome. You know, the last video just went boom, and I know not massive compared to some channels, but compared to my normal statistics of what my older videos would have done, my last two videos have been good. So happy days. That's all down to you lot. So thank you very much. I'm probably going to leave that one there, but I'm going to probably release a video hopefully within the next week, as soon as I can, obviously. But I can only film I can only release what I've filmed, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. A bit more of just a road trippy one. I have travelled like pretty much like 9 hours north. Well, 8-9 hours north. Good old donkey, this man, I tell you. I'm not going to say anything. Don't want to curse it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, take it easy, people. Don't forget to keep it real, keep it safe, keep it true, and I'll see you in the next one when I explore around Skye. Take it easy.